Hi, welcome to lesson 18G, Integration by Substitution. The goal of today's lesson is to become proficient at integrating composite functions. So let's consider this integral. The integral of 6 quantity x to the power 4 minus x cubed to the power 5 multiplied by 4x cubed minus 3x squared dx. So first you might be panicking a little bit, thinking, man, we've never looked at anything like that before, which is absolutely true. We've looked at composite functions with linear functions involved, or just simple integration, but nothing like this. So that's where the whole substitution things comes in, and we'll take a look at that. So basically what happens is we're integrating here a product of two functions. And so the first function here has the form of f of u of x. And in this case, we can say that f of u can be seen or written as u to the power 5. Okay, so this is f of u of x here. F of u is u to the power 5. Which means then that u of x must be x to the power 4 minus x cubed. Okay, so we're just putting all that stuff together as composite functions. So that's the first thing. The second function that we have is 4x cubed minus 3x squared. Well, a keen-eyed observer would notice that this is actually the derivative of this. So that's actually u prime of x. Okay, so that's how these things are going to be working, and how they're going to be presented to us. So we can write this integral as f of u of x multiplied by u prime of x dx. Okay, so that's what this is. This is written in general terms as this. And we know that f of u in this case that we're looking at is u to the power 5, and u of x is x to the power 4 minus x cubed. Okay, we've stated that before, but it doesn't hurt to restate. So there's a theorem that we can use that informs us that the integral of f of u of du by dx multiplied by dx is the same as the integral of f of u du. Well, where did that du by dx come from? Well, du by dx is nothing more than u prime of x. Okay, it's just a different form of writing that. And then here, where did that du come from? Well, that du comes from the simplification of du by dx multiplied by dx over 1. So the dx is cancelled, you're left with du. So this whole thing is the integral of f of u du. Okay, so we go back to this again. If we're trying to find the integral of 6 x to the power 4 minus x cubed to the power 5 multiplied by 4x cubed minus 3x squared dx, what we're going to do is we're going to let u be x to the power 4 minus x cubed. And the reason why we do that is because we've already got this derivative here multiplied by dx. Okay, that's that second part of this integral here. So in order to get this derivative part, we have to start with the antiderivative of this. So we're going to let u be this antiderivative. So then we differentiate this, we get du by dx, and that gives us 4x cubed minus 3x squared. Now notice in this, we've got our du by dx right here. which is 4x cubed minus 3x squared. We've got our f of u, which is this first function, but there's also a 6 included that is not taken into consideration. So because we've got this 6 that is not included in this notation here, we're going to multiply both sides of this by 6. So we're going to have 6 du by dx equals 6 4x cubed minus 3x squared. Okay, so then we use the theorem, and like I showed before, the integral of f of u of x, u prime of x dx, can be written as f of u du by dx dx. So then we just put all these different pieces together. So if we know that f of u is u to the power 5, and we've got f of u of x here, or f of u, then you can write that as u to the power 5, so that takes care of the f of u. And then we have this 6, and then this derivative here, and that's where the 6 du by dx comes from. And then multiplied by dx. Okay, and then we can just simplify. I'm going to bring this 6 out to the front. U to the power 5 du, because now I've simplified the dx's as well. So now it's just a matter of integrating u to the power 5. So that's 6 multiplied by, well, we know how to get the antiderivative of that, so that's 1 over 6 u to the 6 plus c. Then we just substitute. Well, we're going to simplify this, so that just becomes u to the power 6 plus c. And we know that u is x to the power 4 minus x cubed, so that's going to go in here. To the power 6 plus c, and Bob's your uncle. So if we were to take a derivative of that to verify that what we have is absolutely true, we can just differentiate using the chain rule. So that would be 6 x to the power 4 minus x cubed to the power 5 multiplied by 4x cubed minus 3x squared. And that is indeed what we started with way up here at the top. Okay, so we'll take a look at a few more examples tomorrow, but this is the main gist of the whole deal. And please take a look at the examples in your textbook. And tomorrow the practice questions, what I'll be asking you to do, will be pages 467 to 468. Numbers 1 to 5. Okay, so you don't have to do any of that tonight. We'll go through examples tomorrow so you have a better understanding of how it all fits together. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in class.